cool shoes. Put on your magic sunglasses, hop on the skateboard. We gotta surf the fantastic. Cool cats, boogie woogie, step to the groove. Everything is wonderful when I'm with you. Let's celebrate a groovy day. It's time for Pete the Cat Club. Yay, friends.
Hey everybody, it's time for Pete the Cat Club. Meow, meow, meow. I'm so glad that y'all came today. Did you have cookies this morning? Or what did you have for breakfast? Did you have cereal or oatmeal? I hope you've got something good. I hope maybe you get some ice cream this afternoon. Well, today on Pete the Cat Club, we're gonna draw Grumpy Toad. And Grumpy Toad is my favorite character besides Pete the Cat. So let me tell you how I came up with the idea for Grumpy Toad. Kimberly and I were working on this book, Pete the Cat and His Magic Sunglasses. And we needed a character to give Pete the magic sunglasses. And at first it was gonna be Callie dressed up like a witch. But my editor didn't like that idea, as editors sometimes do. So I had to think of another idea. And so I thought of an idea that I really didn't think my editor was gonna like it, but I came up with the idea for a toad. And I thought, man, I would really love it if I had a toad and he was driving some kind of cool car or something like that. So I came up with this picture. And then we had Grumpy Toad riding a motorcycle, and I loved it. And I sent it to my editor and she said yes. And I was so excited. So this was the very first time Grumpy Toad ever appeared. That is how Grumpy Toad started. Okay, so have you got your pencils? I've got my pencil right here. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. So the first thing when you're drawing Grumpy Toad is Grumpy Toad's eyes. And so I see Grumpy Toad's eyes as being ovals. Do you know what an oval is? It's not a circle. It's kind of a flat circle. Right? Can you see that? So I draw two ovals, and then I draw his sunglasses. And I see his sunglasses as ovals too, and they're about right there. And then Grumpy Toad is kind of fat, I guess, a little bit. So Grumpy Toad is kind of large, like that. And then I see Grumpy Toad's legs, and they're kind of oval shaped too. Grumpy Toad is just a bunch of ovals. I never really thought about that. And then, so he's got eyelids, and he looks real goofy. So we'll put his pupils really close together like that. Even his pupils are kind of half ovals too. And then his sunglasses are like that. And even though Grumpy Toad is grumpy, most of the time Grumpy Toad is smiling, which is kind of interesting. Sometimes he frowns, but most of the time Grumpy Toad is smiling. And there's his nose. And do you know anybody that's grumpy, but you love them to pieces? I kind of like grumpy people because they're not mean, they're just grumpy, And Grumpy Toad's not mean, he's mischievous sometimes. So he's my mischievous character. But he's really really like Grumpy Toad. So there's his feet. And then he has little hands right there. And he has little wart spots on his legs. And you just draw them real quick, like that. And he has little wart spots up here. Okay, now we take the Sharpie and we'll do his eyes first. And now you can look at all your pencil lines and you can pick out the ones you like the best. That's why I like to use a pencil, because I don't have to worry about messing up. And there's his oval sunglasses. And do you know what color Grumpy Toad's sunglasses are? I bet Miss Ashton doesn't know what color Grumpy Toad's sunglasses are. I wonder if Miss Kimberly knows what color Grumpy Toad's sunglasses are. And there are some warts. And there's some more. Do you think that if you pick up a toad or a frog that you'll get warts? Is that true? I'm gonna have to look that up on the internet. And there's Grumpy Toad's big feet. Oh no, my Sharpies. I need a new Sharpie. What color is Grumpy Toad? Purple? No. What color is Grumpy Toad? Yellow? No. Oh, Grumpy Toad is green. Right? What do you think? So then you step back. I think that looks okay. Maybe a few more spots. Yeah. See how important it is to step back and look at it? Okay. I'm done. That's good. Okay, now erase. I've got a lot of pencil lines to erase, but it doesn't take long. Sharpie dries so fast. It's amazing. Here we go. All better. Have you got some crayons or some watercolors? What do you think? Does that look like Grumpy Toad? So that's how I draw Grumpy Toad. Now we're gonna go see how you guys draw Grumpy Toad. Bye. Meow, meow, meow.
Hi, my name is Dylan, and this is Pete on his skateboard. Now it's time for story time.
Hey guys, it is so awesome to see your artwork. Oh my gosh, y'all are so talented. I love seeing it. Keep sending them in because we just enjoy seeing your drawings all the time. We get a big kick out of them, and y'all are all so talented. Today, we are going to read Pete the Cat and the New Guy for story time. So welcome. I'm glad y'all could join me. And this is all about a book about a new neighbor or a new kid in town. And maybe you've been the new kid, or maybe you know a new kid that needs some help fitting in. And this is all about what would Pete do if he had a new kid move into town. So let's get started. It was Sunday, and Pete's friends had come to play. They were rocking to a new song when beep, 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 there was a noise coming from across the street. Wise old Owl had a view from his tree. Pete said, "Hey, Owl, what do you see?" Owl said, "All I see are green shoes and a red hat." Pete answered, "That sounds like my kind of cat." Pete could not imagine who this new guy could be. "I really hope it's a new friend for me." On Monday, Pete wanted to say hi, but he was feeling kind of shy. So he just rode by and by and by and by until finally Pete got to meet the new guy. Pete said, "I've never met anyone quite like you. You seem like a duck and like a beaver too." The new guy said to Pete, "Hi, my name is Gus. Glad to meet you. I'm a platypus." Pete said, "You're not like me, and I'm not like you, but I think being different is really very cool." On Tuesday, Pete and Gus took a walk down the street. They came to Squirrel, who was playing in a tree. "Hi, Gus," said Squirrel. "Climbing is easy. Try and see." Gus gave the tree a try, but the branch was just way too high. "I wish I could climb like you, but climbing is something I just can't do." Pete said, "Don't be sad. Don't be blue. There is something everyone can do." On Wednesday, Pete and Gus took a walk down the street. They came to Pete's friend Grumpy Toad, who said, "Come play leapfrog with me. Jumping is easy. Just try and see." Gus jumped and leaped, but he couldn't get over Toad or Pete. "I wish I could jump like you, but jumping is something I just can't do." Pete said, "Don't be sad. Don't be blue. There is something everyone can do." On Thursday, Pete and Gus took a walk down the street. Soon they saw Octopus, who said, "Come juggle with me. Juggling is easy. Try and see." "I wish I could juggle like you, but juggling is something I just can't do." Pete said, "Don't be sad. Don't be blue. There is something everyone can do." On Friday, Pete and Gus took a walk down the street. Gus said, "I can't juggle or jump or climb a tree. It's no fun around here for me." On Saturday, Pete hoped Gus would come out to play. "I wish Gus wasn't sad. I wish Gus wasn't blue. I wish there was something we could do." Just then, Pete heard a groovy sound. It was coming from across the street. Gus was rocking to his own beat. Sweet. Pete said, "Check out Gus, the platypus. He found something cool he could do with us." Check out Gus. He is just drumming away. Thump, 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 tap, tap, tap. Well, they're all rocking out together. He's not sad. He's not blue. Gus found something that everyone can do. The end. So this story is about somebody that doesn't know what he can do to fit in, and Pete worked and worked and worked to try to find a way to make this person feel welcome. I hope you'll do the same for any new kid in your class or in your neighborhood. And just remember to be kind whenever you can.